A lot of that is because at a young age, we start having kids go through drills and playing competitions with referees and adults on the sideline way too early. Like, I can remember growing up that no one ever taught me anything until I was probably in middle school, right? And so everything I taught was self-taught. It would be watching the Celtics and then going outside and being Tiny Archibald or being Larry Bird. And I would put chairs in the driveway, I'd make up my own drills. But I was always by myself. So there was never this fear of failure. Right. There was never this fear of showing up on somebody's Instagram story or getting my ankles broken and being on YouTube and going viral for that. So I think we've created this culture where kids aren't, they're not given the liberty to just try stuff and figure it out and say, oh, that felt good because that really worked, or that obviously didn't work, and they keep calling me for a travel or whatever the case may be. Like, if we can just put kids in situations where they can learn the social context of interacting with their teammates, how to pick teams, how to include other kids, and then how to try stuff out. Like, that's right. How you get good at things. You try them out, and if it doesn't work, you either do it again or you move on to a different skill. The other thing that's really happened as a result of this sort of hyper-instructive and parents so involved is we reward the early bloomer, right, and we miss out on the late bloomer. And so, I mean, Chuck, I was the ninth best player on an average freshman basketball team. And I loved basketball. I mean, I literally slept with the basketball as an 8th grader, and I was still the ninth best player, get that, as a 14-year-old on an average team. 4 years later, I'm starting against Notre Dame in Madison Square Garden. Kids today that would just never happen, because that ninth best player would feel so demoted and not have an opportunity to then go do the things that I did, which was play for hours and hours and hours by myself to get better. No one taught me, I just sort of did it. And we don't give kids opportunity to do that, because if I was in that generation, I wouldn't have made the AAU team because I was the ninth best player on a bad team. And so I would have just moved on to cross country or soccer or something else.
For the full interview and our other videos, visit our YouTube channel and help us grow by subscribing. Support our nonprofit work online at evenfield.org.